March for Our Lives co-founder David Hogg and Predict CEO William are attempting to start a pillow company to rival Mike Lindell's. What started as banter between Hogg and on February 1st is now becoming reality. Hogg and are using their social media platforms to solicit business advice, recruit personnel and provide a plethora of updates on the Many of the particulars about Hogg and's company remain up in the air, but Hogg announced the name of their newly formed company, Good Pillow, on Tuesday, according to In the past, Hogg organized against because Lindell, a supporter and friend of former President Donald Trump, advertises initially February 1st that he was considering launching a competitor and that the company would use funds to support democratic and social causes. Hogg replied the company should be named Our Pillow because we're all. Minutes later, Hogg hinted that he and were working together on something in another, then proceeded to tweet out he was looking to hire a consultant with experience in the United States manufacturing industry who can refer me to, and help coordinate, the manufacturing of a high volume of union and sustainably made, rectangular neck rests for bedtime sleep. Hogg quote, soliciting applications on a fun project the two were working. Hogg then posed a random question on his, asking followers what complaints they had with their own pillows, and raised 3,000 replies. After a number of other tweets soliciting personnel, the supposed company's values, and interest from investors and customers, Hogg officially announced they were starting up. The pair had chosen a name and bought on February 5th. Hogg then proceeded to try and find a manufacturer that met their list of demands. However, despite extensive connections with unions that reached out to Hogg, the pair had some trouble finding a manufacturer that met their needs. I need a unionized pillow manufacturer in the Hogg on February 4th. We're having a hard time finding one, he added. At one point, Hogg proposed having laid off theatrical stage employees make the pillows. The day prior, February 7th, Hogg sought advice on about the best states to start a business in, that are not California. Hogg said he wanted to stay out of California because he wanted his employees to have the biggest bang for their buck. Housing in CA, for example, is unbelievably expensive even for people making what would be considered more than a living wage in many other states. Ideally, Hogg, the new pillow company, would be headquartered in a 500-mile circle around Memphis, Tennessee, which is inside one of only 3 Tennessee counties that voted for President Joe Biden in the 2020 election. According to Hogg, announced on that he had possibly found a manufacturer to meet their needs. 8. Some users made fun of Hogg's promulgation of lofty company ideals before having more a recovering crack addict and batshit crazy due to beliefs lizard cannibals from Venezuela stole the election from Trump has figured this out, but Harvard here can't. Journalist Stephen Miller. Hogg have about a number of goals their company hopes to reach. Hogg that the company will have a chief progressive officer to have an overview of the company and its actions to make sure every decision we make is within our strict ethical requirements. Has that the company will build a company board which will be largely composed of biz leaders and underrepresented. Hogg has since announced on that, and Polster will hold positions on the company's advisory board. The pair announced their new company would be called Good Pillow on Tuesday through the company's new Twitter account that included a letter addressed to the future. The hashtag Good Pillow quickly began, and eventually made its way to number 1. Hogg that the wait list for the pillow has over 16,000 sign-ups on the company's fledgling. Part of the impetus for starting a rival to, according to Hogg is so they can leverage the company to push progressive causes and Democratic congressional candidates. However, Hogg that this may or may not happen. Good for David Hogg trying to make a pillow, Lindell told in a phone call. As long as he doesn't infringe on people's patents, good for him, Lindell.